In Brazil, where the political left seems to be equivalent to plain stupidity, the weirdest things are happening since censorship has been instituted by the bully, considered by many a psychopath, who controls the judicial electoral system. Hello, I am Claudio Lessa, bringing you content and perspective from Brasilia, Brazil. In these few days before the second round of presidential election that will decide who will be in charge of the country for the next 4 years, the constitutional text has been put on hold, to say the least. Article 220 of the Constitution states very clearly that no law whatsoever will contain any restriction to the complete freedom of the press, and that censorship of any kind is strictly forbidden. However, the electoral authorities headed by Alexandre de Moraes, a declared public enemy of President Jair Bolsonaro, have decided to trample over the Constitution and are censoring anything that might marginally be perceived as beneficial to the Jair Bolsonaro's campaign. That includes suppressing campaign ads in which Bolsonaro reminds voters of his adversary's shady past and shaky platform, censoring TV and radio stations and magazines, removing videos in which the corrupt former inmate, unconvicted criminal, thief, ringleader Lula da Silva himself says things he does not want people to remember. Oh, and by the way, all those words that qualify Lula da Silva, corrupt, former inmate, unconvicted criminal, thief, ringleader, among others, have been prohibited by the Electoral Court. They simply cannot be broadcast anymore because it harms their candidate. Respected Brazilian attorney Ives Gandra Martins reminded his colleagues that channels whose monetization has been interrupted will not be able to pay employees because of censorship, which is forbidden by the Constitution. In the meantime, ignoring any criticism, the leftist militant Alexandre de Moraes, the bully many consider a psychopath who is in charge of the so-called court with a candidate, has decided to make censorship decisions on his own. No one needs to request action anymore. In the past, such requests or complaints were presented mainly by candidates and political parties and decided by all members of the Electoral Court. Brazil, being the continental country it is bound to have leftist copycats all over. That's when the weird things start to happen. For example, while people all over Brazil are being ordered to remove adhesives displaying support for Bolsonaro, one judge suspended a person's right to drive his Volkswagen Beetle enveloped in green and yellow around town because that characterized what the judge called illegal support for Jair Bolsonaro, although there is no such law regarding that in this country. In another city, a store was selling wine bottles of different brands for 22 reais each. The sale was duly interrupted by the federal electoral prosecutors because 22 is not an acceptable number since it is Bolsonaro's number. The same thing happened to several stores who were offering a 22% discount on merchandise. They were ordered to remove the banners displaying that offer. One automobile dealer decided to defy those in charge of such stupidities by offering 22 Ford Rangers for sale only on Saturday, the 22nd, and only until 2:22 p.m. The price, 222,222 reais and 22 cents for each vehicle, or approximately $42,000. The whole situation is so pathetic and seen by most as having the exact opposite effect on the corrupt ringleader campaign, completely demoralizing it, that it made the Electoral Court, now branded as the court with a candidate, the target of countless jokes. The most recent, a widespread fake official announcement, of course, regarding this past Saturday, a day that would not exist because it was November 22nd, and 22 is Bolsonaro's number. Reporting from Brasilia, Brazil, I am Claudio Lessa. Thanks for watching.